Good morning, good morning. All right, well, I decided this morning in the very hot and humid garage, I'm going to open this kiln up. Nobody has joined yet, and that's fine because I did not plan on going live. I just thought I will record a little bit. But while I wait for a few people, let's look at what I've been doing for, hey Kayla, so what I've been doing for the last, since Labor Day. I told Buddy I want to, so if you guys have been hanging out with us for a while, you know about my little adventure getting stuff. Hey guys, and this has been my recent haul from my good friend Mike, who his mother-in-law Irene has decided at 85 years old she's done with pottery. I picked all this stuff up last week, and Buddy's like, where are we going to put it? And I was like, the garage, of course. That's where everything goes. So then I kind of had this like, I can't put one more thing in the garage. It was exploding. I'm sure you probably noticed in the background of our videos. But after 13 years of living in this home, we drug everything out, got rid of a bunch of stuff, filled up a bunch of dumpsters, gave away a lot of stuff. We had a little bit of a pawpaw moment where we're holding on to too much. I love you, pawpaw. But yeah, so now we're still in the middle of organizing, but I have a pottery wall. I'm just gonna call it that, a pottery wall. Ooh, it's getting windy. But I've kind of rearranged stuff. I've got my kiln in the corner. And I've got my little kiln stuff. So this whole section over here is gonna just be organized pottery stuff that has to go outside. The rest of the garage is, we're making progress. We've got like my bee stuff over here. It's my little bee shelf, my bee boxes, all my little bee tools. I've got some of the stuff is like kind of spread out. We've got our bee suits in the barn, so you know, kind of back and forth. Back over here was Buddy's beer brewing equipment, which he's in the process of organizing, and we're gonna put all that over here. And then yesterday I spent a lot of time going through a bunch of random cords. I don't know, I still don't know what half of these go to. You guys have like a cord issue where you like get stuff and it's like, what is that? This? Whole bunch of tools. Tools were in this file cabinet, tools were in this thing, tools were everywhere. So slowly but surely, we are cleaning out the garage so we have a little bit of space. And I feel really good about it. Did it all day yesterday. Got some boxes out here that need to go to the dumpster. But anyway, now that you guys are with me, yes, Buddy's stash. And I got kind of in trouble one time when Buddy went out of town, and I thought I was doing him a favor by clearing out his like hoarding table of stuff, and I threw away, I thought it was going to be like really a cool surprise, and then everyone was like, why did you throw away all of his stuff? And I'm like, I didn't mean to. I thought I was doing him a favor, you know, like helping him out. He was happy, but I made sure, I'm just going to set this right here for now. I made sure that he was involved in everything, and if I found that there was something important, I was going to ask him first before I tossed anything. But he's been in town, so he's helped me do all this stuff. Oh, little wasp. Okay, this is a weird angle. I don't like that angle. All right, we're gonna try this. I want to be able to. Bear with me. Hold on, folks. I'm doing like a little makeshift stand here. No! Will you stay? Will you stay? Will you be good? Stay. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's so hot. I'm gonna drink my coffee. Good morning, guys. I thought it would be kind of fun. Oh wow, it's dark. To do a live camera kiln opening. I have my little ghosts in there. Little ghost people. What else do I put in there? I'm gonna try little magnets. So I've got some little Texas, state of Texas things in there that I'm gonna try to do like little fridge magnets with. What else did I put in there? Oh, So I did this brand new glaze, brand new on the market. It's called Kiln Ice. That's the type of it, but it's supposed to crackle. It has like this crackling effect. So I got 2 of those colors and I tried 2 of them. It has to go on super thick for it to like work. And so I put it on super thick. Okay, let's just open it. Should we just open it? Started this last night, no, yesterday, and then I had to leave because it got so hot in here I couldn't really work. So I started yesterday and I'm opening it with you guys right now. I want to like show you as I open it so that you can, and I'll put you back on your shelf. Okay, here we go. Ta-da! Oh yeah, and I did spoons. Oh, let me try to see if I can flip you around. Hold on. Yeah, I can. Yeah. There's my little ghost family. I swear, this makes me so happy. Look at them. It almost looks like they're at a campfire with the spoons, doesn't it? Doesn't it look like they're at a campfire? I promise I did not plan it that way. How funny is that? I also have another layer underneath, so there's more down there. This is just one of the shelves. Okay, so I did some little pumpkin trinkets, like little trinket dishes, and I'm trying out some new glazes that I got from Irene. This was one of them. This is a glaze I got from Irene. Okay, this is a glaze Irene made all like herself. She mixed it. It's called Dusty Rose. I didn't know how it was going to turn out, so I just did it on this bowl that I kind of messed up on. It like, I don't know, I was just going to make this a tester bowl. So anything like I mess up on with clay, I just still use it on stuff that I'm not 100% sure with. So I'll probably use this as like a little paintbrush water cup, you know, like rest my little paintbrush in there or something. But I wanted to see how this glaze turned out, and I really like this pink. I like it's like almost like a mauve. Is that the right word? A mauve? Yeah, I like this Dusty Rose for sure. I'm going to take note of that. Here's another piece. This is supposed to be like an antiqued gold trinket dish. I like it. Lori says, I love Carter's ghost. I love Carter's ghost too. Oh my gosh. How cute is she? Okay. I'm just kind of setting everything right here. I'm being really brave. So, I don't know if you can tell through the camera, but all these ghosts, including the Carter ghost, are one color, and this one's a little bit off, and I did this for a reason. So side by side, I don't know if you're able to see it. I just kind of experimented because the clay itself is white, but I thought, well, maybe I'll do a clear glaze over the clay and see if maybe I don't need to do an actual like white glaze on it. But you can kind of tell it's a little bit more yellowish. You probably wouldn't notice if a white glaze wasn't right next to it, but it has a little bit of a yellow tint. So that's an experiment I did. Let me put these, I can't risk it. Can't risk it, guys. I don't want to make you sick. Go slow. See, you can see a little bit better. One's yellower. Oh, Janet, don't even get me started on Christmas. I can't wait either. Okay, hold on one second. Let's just put these up here. I mean, are you guys doing okay down there? Because I say down there. I'm going up and down, up and down. I don't want to make you guys sick. Hold on. Okay, I had just the tiniest amount of clay left over on my wheel, and I was like, what can I make with just this little blob? And I made a tiny vase. I made the tiniest vase. I think Alora, you know how like your little kids or grandkids or whatever, they love to bring you like single-stemmed flowers? This will be perfect for a single-stemmed flower, or two. So, I didn't want to just like leave that little blob of clay or scrape it off. Okay, so these are the beginnings of some of my little magnets that I'm gonna make. I'm gonna glue some magnets to the back for like fridge magnets. Because God bless Texas. This cute. So, put you right here. I really love that I mounted this shelf. It's like super convenient right here. And I have to be careful with how far away everything is. You have to make sure there's 18 inches at least clearance from the kiln on all sides, which there is. Oh my gosh, Patty, thank you so much. That's awesome. Okay, so I did some spoons, and you might want to wonder why they are on this little stand. And it's because the glaze can't touch. Oh, there we go. The glaze can't touch the shelf, or it will stick and fuse to the shelf. So I have to like create these little contraptions on how I can hang them so I can glaze the whole bottom of the spoon. And I don't know if you can tell or not, but there's a little bit of, it's like a bluish, grayish. I don't know. They look just straight charcoal in the video, but there's actually a little bit of blue in there. You'll just have to trust me on that. I don't know if I like that glaze though. I don't know. I don't know if I like it. Maybe I needed to do thicker or a different coat or something. I don't know. But this is what we're doing. We're playing around with glazes. We're just playing with paints. That's what we do. All right, I'm gonna have to definitely set you on the shelf so I can take this shelf, because we were gonna get to the new glazes underneath. The ones that I was telling you about that are brand new, and they do this like crackling effect. Hold on, let me flip you. Okay. You'll stay right there, don't go anywhere. Hold on. Oh. I wanted to peek, but I didn't. All right. Here we go. Oh, there's a crack. I see a crack. That's okay, because you know what? I'm pretty sure there was a crack on the bottom, and I think I knew that. I think that I knew it was going to crack. Okay. Here is one of the... Let me bring you out of the kiln so we can see it better. So I made a... Can you see the little crackling effect on it? It's almost like broken glass, but it's not. It's fused. It's like you can run your finger over it, and I think I love that. And it's like a sage green. So I figured, because you guys know I make candles and wax melts, I'll make a little tea light wax burner. So let me show you what this is meant to look like. So it's this. So you put your little wax cube on here and a little tea light candle. It gives you a little glow and melts your wax. Isn't that neat? The crackles on this one too. But you guys wouldn't believe how thick I had to make this stuff in order for it to like That's what the instructions were like. Put it on thick, and I did. I did 4 coats. And I think it turned out nice. I like it. Okay, I did another crackle one on a little honey pot. And this one was like, I can't remember the exact name of it, but I'm pretty sure it was like something honey. So I was like, whoa, naturally. Okay, let's see. Let me get it to an angle to where you can see the crackle. Let's see if I can zoom in. Wait, can y'all see it? In the little lid. It's a little honey pot. So to be fair, the crackle is not food safe. The crackle side is not food safe. But if you want to put something in here that is food safe, then you have to put a different glaze that touches the food. So I put like a kind of like a clear, just a clear beige glaze inside so you can put honey. But some glazes aren't food safe, and the reason why it's not food safe is just because just in case some of the crackling separates over time with like dishwasher use or whatever, food and stuff can get inside them easily. So if you have anything in contact with food, they recommend putting like a clear glaze on top, which I didn't do because the food part of this one is just on the inside, which has a different type of glaze. So the outside is just decorative and the inside is what it comes in contact with food. So I like it. I like this little honey pot. I think that's cute. A little honey dipper. That's pretty neat, right? A little finger divot. Like it. Okay. So my sister, I made her a garlic grater. I actually already made her one. This is a brand new glaze. Well, not to me, but it was Irene's. Had crystals in it. And look at the way it fired. Holy cow. It's like little fireworks. That's what it reminds me of, like fireworks in the sky. Right? It's purple and blue with little yellow flecks in it. This is called hydrangea. This is what that glaze is called, hydrangea. Yeah, galaxy. It does look like a galaxy. So the garlic grater I made her before, I didn't make these, and this is what I love about family. When they're honest with you, they're like, I'm going to be honest. And I loved her feedback. I made her a garlic grater, but the divots weren't deep enough. And it worked, but she's like, I would like it if you could make them a little bit more deep so that the garlic, she didn't have to like work so hard to press the garlic down so hard to get it inside the grooves to grate it. So I made these extra deep, and I think it's going to work out really well because even with the glaze, there's good grooves in here for the garlic to be ran across to really get that garlic to grate down. So thank you, Patricia, for your feedback, and I have a new garlic grater for you on the way. I think she's gonna like it. One of her favorite colors is also purple, which is this kind of a deep purplish blue. So I think I did this with her in mind, so I hope she likes that. Linda, eventually I will. Yeah, I would love to sell some on my shop. And people have asked me before, am I going to sell it? And I will. I'm just kind of doing my thing right now, figuring out what I'm doing. So this one, I added in these speckles myself to this clay body on 3 mugs. I wanted to try to add in something to make it the clay speckled, which I did that. And then I glazed over top of it. And this looks very dark in the camera, but it's got, I don't know. So I made this mug with a thumb, I don't know if you can tell right here, this little divot. This is a natural thumb holder. Like it fits your grip, right? But I don't really like the color because this is supposed to be, this actually on top was this. But with the black underneath, it kind of overtook. See, this is why I'm experimenting on things. It kind of just overtook this glaze. I don't not like it. I just wasn't what I was expecting it to turn out to be, I guess. Here's another cup. This one is a different, this one's red. Okay, so the red underglaze really showed this top glaze better, I think. This is a black, this is red. So this also has the thumbprint, the thumb holder. I gotta get that kiln stuff off here. And that's the inside. I like doing this with you guys. I like doing this. I normally do this by myself, and I'm like, jumping up and down by myself. Okay, let's look at this one. So I knew that there was a crack on the bottom, but I did not know it was going to come through on the top because it wasn't yet. This was going to be an herb puller bowl. See that hole? You put your herb in it and you pull. But this was just going to be a tester now. But I did a new glaze in here. It's called Running Hot Chowder. And it's supposed to do like a frozen pond effect, but I guess it didn't. I needed to do more so that they pull together more. But trial and error, meh. I don't know about that one. Meh. Okay, and last cup. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. I don't want to break my cup. All right, well, we're going to do something different with this one. So the cup has fused, and I put sometimes when I'm not sure about certain glazes running, I'll put them on what's called a cookie. That's what they're called, a cookie, which I guess I understand why it's but it's just basically a pre-fired piece of clay that you put it on to make sure that if it does run, it doesn't fuse to your kiln shelf. It saves your kiln shelf. And this is why, because apparently something in this cup fused to this cookie, and now I have to chisel it off. I've also seen, which I haven't run into this before, but some people put their pieces in the freezer, and it like contracts, and then you can pop this off more easily. So I'll be trying that out, I guess. But yeah, I did another one of those. So the reason why I put it on this one is because this glaze is known to run. Tap the cookie on your workbench and it may come off. Well, do I have a hammer? I have all the tools in here. I don't know. We're gonna try the freezer method. We're gonna try the freezer method. But I like it. It's almost got like a really textured look to it. Almost like a hammered texture to it. Does that make sense? Okay. Surprise, that happened. And now, all that's left is my little Texas pieces, which they will be magnets. Now, I did save some of these Texas pieces in wet clay form because I want to embed them into mugs. Wouldn't that be cute? I want to do that. So stay tuned because I'm going to do some of this. I'm going to do some of these inside mugs, and I think that'll be so neat. But for now, I just wanted to try out some new underglazes that I got. But I think probably out of everything, I don't know. It's hard for me to pick favorites, but I sure do love these. Sure do love this little guy. He's so cute. Look, I just want to put a piece of candy in there, which is ridiculous. All right, well, that was my kiln haul for today. And I really liked doing this live with you guys. I think that, I don't know, sharing my excitement of what am I going to pull out? What is it going to do? Because it looks nothing like this when it goes in. It looks nothing like this. Like, science is crazy because it just, different things happen, different reactions happen. These are cool, super cool. I don't know. Thanks for like being just as excited with me as I am, because I swear I love this new hobby that I've gotten into. It's like so fun for me, and I'm just so glad that I can share it with you guys. You know what? These would look really cute on the mantle. Almost like little Christmas, you know, you have your little Christmas stocking holders. Like you could put these at the mantle and like weave in a little garland of like, ooh, I have an idea. Yeah. So, anyway, that's it. That's all I got for today. My new pottery wall. Poor buddy, bless his heart. He's been putting up with me, but I love him for it. All right, guys. Well, I guess I'm gonna hop off here, and I'm going to figure out where these cords go. Maybe make some pottery later. It's Friday, right? It's Friday. Yeah, pretty sure it's Friday. And it's almost the weekend. I'm ready for cooler weather. Keeping an eye on the Gulf. I think there's some sort of tropical disturbance coming our way. Who knows? It's September. 'Tis the season. 'Tis the season for that stuff. So anyway, I will, what happened here? I was pressing buttons. I will catch you guys later. Let you know how my next pottery stuff goes.